If you've tried learning a language before and failed, it wasn't because you're bad at languages. It's because you were fighting against 3 million years of human evolution. But here's the thing. Once you understand how your brain actually learns language, you can go from struggling with basic phrases to having real conversations in 90 days. You might not really be fluent, but you will hold a conversation. Forget Duolingo streaks, forget grammar tables. Yes, they help a little bit, but your brain doesn't work like a computer downloading a language pack. It works like a baby's brain, and babies don't conjugate verbs. They do something much more powerful, and you're about to hijack that same system in 3 phases. Phase 1, comprehensible input flooding, 3 weeks. You need 20 to 30 hours of listening. I know this sounds backwards, but there's a silent period in language acquisition. Babies listen for almost a year before talking. You're going to compress that into 3 weeks. Find content where you understand 60 to 70% through context, kids shows, Disney movies in your target language, YouTube videos with lots of visual context. Your brain's pattern recognition system needs raw data. Phase 2, active mimicry, another 3 weeks. Now you start speaking, but not the way you think. You're not constructing sentences, you're copying chunks. Shadow native speakers, repeat dialogue from shows, record yourself mimicking pronunciation. You're building muscle memory in your mouth and training your ears simultaneously. When you watch someone speak and mimic them, you're creating the same neural patterns they have. Phase 3, low-stakes output. Here's where most people fail. They try to speak perfectly, but your brain learns from mistakes. You need to be wrong 100 times to wire in what's right. Find language exchange partners online. Talk to yourself. Narrate your day in the target language. The key is high volume, low pressure. Make sure your study sessions is 25 to 30 minutes, multiple times per day, rather than 2-hour blocks. Information reviewed at increasing intervals becomes permanent. Use spaced repetition for vocabulary, but only for high-frequency words you actually encounter. Will you be fluent in 90 days? No, fluency takes years, but conversational ability, absolutely achievable. The Defense Language Institute found that Category 1 languages like Spanish or French require about 600 to 750 hours for professional proficiency, but basic conversational ability, 150 to 200 hours gets you there. That's 90 days at 2 hours per day. Totally doable. The difference between people who succeed and people who quit isn't talent. It's understanding that language learning is a psychological game as much as a cognitive one. You're managing your motivation, your identity, your dopamine system, and your learning environment. I'm trying to raise some funds for my next video. Not really money, but subscription. Contribute to the funds by liking the video and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment with your target language and I'll reply with the best resource to start with.